into it. The question of the day. Okay. Question of the day is, do you think that things that we need, what we need in a relationship, is rooted in our formative years? And especially exposure to certain things, art that we loved, family experiences, even church experiences. Because I've told you before that I'm not real big on church now. Mm-hmm. And especially having more of a universalist mentality in terms of accepting all of the world's major religions and just respecting people for what they love, how they practice, and what it gives to them. But my upbringing was very almost like a family reunion every weekend. There was amazing summer camps, after school programs. I went to a little black church on the corner in Singing Hills. And if you are from Dallas and you know the Oak Cliff, South Dallas, West Dallas area at all, you already know what I mean when I say Singing Hills. So that's not necessarily what I feel like is informing what I need in a relationship. Mm-hmm. But do you think that oftentimes that is rooted, what we want, what really feeds us is rooted in our formative years, that growing up phase?
I would say, of course it is. I know, for me, my parents, I mean, mind you, I'm the oldest of 11, so yeah. We had a lot of kids.
Every time you say the oldest of 11, I'd be like...
a lot of kids. I mean, they're separate...
No, I know, because in my mind, it's 11 kids by the same woman. I'm like, God bless her, but I know it's not.
But we still had a bunch of kids over at the house at all absolutely. Times. So it was very much seeing my mom and my stepdad, in the house. They were just always on the couch, cuddled up, cooking together, making drinks together.
Making drinks.
They were always just together at home.
Yeah.
And so as much as I like going out with my girlies, with my boo, let's sit on the couch. Let's drink. Let's watch music videos. Let's do whatever. And especially talking about music videos, all the breakup songs, they always had the clips of them in the house together. And laughing.
Yeah, you have to have the flashbacks.
Yeah, the flashbacks were always
the Boys to Men on Bended Knee video is a forever classic. It's undefeated for showing how good it was versus them singing in the rain.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, speaking of that, it really is 90s R&B. I want a yearner. I want you to not even be able to think straight. If we are not together, if I'm mad at you, you can't even fucking focus until we have the conversation that needs to be had. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't sleep right until you know that I'm either safe where I'm at or I'm up underneath you.
You want someone singing at your window with a boombox?
I do.
Mama.
You know what I want? I want Tom singing in the rain to Usher, on the Boondocks. That's what I want. And then there's going to be some hater kid, probably my daughter. Boo! Shut the fuck up, Tom.
No. That's your son. And you know which son I'm talking about.
Yes, it's one of the boys. My daughter will be like, oh, Mom, he's being so nice. Why don't you just let him come inside? Because I'm mad. That's why he can't come inside.
Oh my God, you want a man outside your door just dancing.
I do.
And
he ain't even got to dance a lot, but just yearn a little bit. Suffer in the rain for a while. Sing me lyrics that sound like you cannot breathe without me. What if I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again? Gomez Adams me, please. Please. I want you to kiss from my hand all up my arm to the thing. I want you to tell me that last night was just like you were howling and writhing and scratching and consuming. And I want you to be like, I'm gonna lay there and be like, do it again.
It's just,
I do. And I feel like that's why I'm probably going to struggle relationship wise, because I'll never hold it against a man if he's not a yearner like that. But also, we're not going to get very far if you don't know how to yearn like that. You have to need.
I really have no words. You're
the same person that if somebody says it's your girlfriend material, you be like,
we are not. Why are you bringing?
Okay, you know what?
Violated. All three cameras violated. That wasn't even the episode today.
It's really not. That's subject. I'm gonna stop. What I will say this is that I think too many people are trying so hard to get away from. I read something the other day, really just yesterday, that a woman in her 40s is exactly who she actually was at 16, only she loves her now. She loves that girl now. And I looked at my phone like, if you don't get out of my motherfucking business, how dare you?
You know what? Okay, obviously, I'm not 40, but I do agree with that. Because the more I grow up, I'm loving the same things I loved when I was watching Scooby-Doo on your couch. Dexter's Laboratory
You really
this
were,
past weekend.
You really were watching Dexter's Laboratory, yes.
But it's like the more I grew up, the more I love my childhood and embracing like the inner childhood in me.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like the things I wanted to do when I was a teenager, it's like I can do it now.
There's definitely this.
And do it the right way with brains.
And with new information and with more information about myself. There really is listen, you were a 90s kid, I was a 90s teen.
Yeah.
You were a 2000s teen and I was a 2000s young adult. But there's so much crossover in that, and who I really wish I could express myself as at both of those times. I feel like I can fully embrace that now because there's more information and I just love myself more. Because being a 90s teen was rough, honey. Like, the Delia's catalog did not have girls that looked like me. Not even just big girls. It wasn't even no black girls in that catalog. Let's start with that. And if there was a black girl, you already know she wasn't dark skinned.
Although she was light skinned.
She was, and I'm talking about light skinned, transparent light skinned, and that's no shade. You know what I mean? We love all shades of brown of our girlies. But honestly, that's really what it was. I was only buying shoes, jewelry, and accessories. But shirts and pants...
So that's the difference.
Dresses? Absolutely not.
We had the dark-skinned girlies, but they were this big.
Exactly. It's like the gatekeeping allowed in skin tone, but you still had to be as big around as a pinky. Absolutely. When I see the plus size teens and their prom outfits now, I be like, girl, y'all look so good.
I don't even like my prom dress anymore.
The ratchet photos are out there. The ghetto pictures are out there. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing to be judged because it's a certain aesthetic and you like what you like. But actually, those disaster prom looks are really the minority. The majority of prom looks, these kids look good. And especially the plus size girls. And I love seeing them with their fit boyfriend. Really, their skinny boyfriend. And think about it is what you already know is what's going on because we already know how it goes with the skinny dudes. It's not my favorite body archetype, but it never fails to be true.
A couple just ran across my mind.
You know what?
I don't even...
One of them, we're going to put his ass over there. Over there. Stay over there.
It was weird. It's like, I don't even like skinny dudes like that. Everyone knows they're like a chunk of monk, but like...
No, really. Like, I hate to use the phrase chubby chaser, but literally, you like a big boy.
I do too, but I like them.
I think I like them. Honestly, if we're talking about our formative years, I like them built like one of my earliest high school crushes, which is this sort of like football player build, even if he doesn't play football. Maybe he was a chubby kid, but now he's been getting his workout on, but there's still some to like squish and kind of pinch in the middle.
You know, we gotta sing.
That's my problem.
Sing a song. I fell in love. That's him. That's who you just described. Is
that why?
I fell in love with the DJ.
We're not talking about our DJ. We're not talking about it. He's still the only man that's ever allowed on this show, period. And I told him that. He's the only one.
Who you just described is just...
When we ever get that together and we actually have a DJ on this show, y'all, what I'm telling you is if you know, you know. You have to follow us. You have to be a fan to figure it out. So, speaking of which, of following, we go about the process. We have a lot of fun, but we really have to make sure that we're having the conversations that have to do with the moves we have to make to heal ourselves. Because I think it's easy to examine the things that please us. Well, for women like us, there's some women that I feel like keep all that box up because they get caught up in, no, I just got to do what needs to be done. But that's such a thing that women do, or they're not allowed even. And that's a whole other, we're going to get to that eventually. But this whole concept of just putting up with what you have to put up with because this man is present, or he's got all these really amazing things, so I can take That 80-20 rule, I feel like fucks people up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody saw Jill Scott saying it, and because Jill is fucking gorgeous, and we love her so much, we saw her in that movie, we saw her overcoming, and we've been leaning on that 80-20 shit, especially us big girls. We've been laying on that 80-20 shit, and it's just like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's got to be more than 80-20. You ain't got to be 100%. But, baby, let me tell you something. I'll take 60-40 if that 40% is actively healing.
20 we don't want at all. It's always our hard boundaries. That's the 20. It's never anything soft. It's just always our bottom line.
Absolutely.
And
the thing about it is like, where do you go from there? So that brings me to the idea of men who... They on your phone, but they're not moving with any intention. Fantasia singing, "If you don't want me, then don't talk to me," comes to mind.
Go ahead and
free yourself, because the fuck? My parents have been married almost 50 fucking years. The fact that my marriage has dissolved, not from me freeing myself, but from him initially freeing himself. Mm-hmm. And now I have actually been freeing myself in a variety of ways, is very interesting to me. And I think there's a lot of women that, like myself, were scared or didn't match up with what was expected of them in the family. That's a complicated issue. You and I are both oldest daughters. I'm the only one, at the time, my brother had already been married, and both of my brothers had already gotten married. But me releasing myself, I knew I was going to have more problems than if they did. One of my brothers got out of a engagement very unceremoniously, very quietly, didn't make a big deal about it. And it was almost, we did not talk about it because my people, we talk about everything. But the thing about it is, it wasn't really a huge deal. It was almost like nobody was surprised. But if I had stood up and said, yeah, I'm getting out of this marriage, it would have been like, oh, no, wait, but don't you want to, have y'all tried?
You have the kids already.
And the thing about it is I got that even with me not being the one to do it. So the question is when you've got someone who moves with no intention, you are on my phone, but you clearly don't really want me. And if you do want me, you only want me for physical purposes. But even if I show up for that, you're still bothering me about being with you or paying attention to you. Like these dudes be wanting you to climb the tower. I'm not climbing the fucking tower, princess. I'm not doing it.
They want to be men so bad, but don't want to lead.
Many of them don't know how, but that's a whole other thing.
They don't want to
That's a conversation for the random one time we get some men in the room.
I'll climb the tower, but are you going to build the path? Are you going to...
No, we're building the path. We're building our own ladder. We're climbing up to the ladder. We're getting in there to see him. We're giving him what he wants. We're making repairs on the ladder because something fucked up as we were climbing. And then we're toting the ladder with us as we go down the path that we built. And
then
that is so
we
real.
call the contractor for help because you're cheating on us.
That's just like when men be, well, you say all that, you so independent, but who finna wash your car, finna take out the trash? First of all, I'm an adult. I'm taking out the trash. Second of all, I'm driving through the fucking car wash. If I don't have my kids with me, it's the perfect time to smoke in peace. Boop. Actually, if I really like you, it's the perfect time to send you some nudes, but if you're pissing me off, I'm not sending them. Anyway, go ahead.
Actually, some nudes with the car wash background. Windows. That's not too... With the lighting. Anyways,
proceed.
Gave me some ideas. I forgot my train of thought.
Ideas for a nigga to act right. Let me.
Oh, no, I was saying the thing for men who do that, they move without intention. It's like, dude, is it not wasting your time?
Because if you don't intend to actively pursue me.
What is the end goal? If you want pussy, you can just say that.
Because when you're dealing with a woman that's comfortable with that, you could literally just go there.
If you want a relationship, you can just say that. But what's the mixed cues? When you can blow me up, when I blow you up, I'm doing too much.
What you just spoke to is where my struggle is with Mario coins, because I feel like I'd be like, you can call me more. He's like, oh, my phone is dry too. But at the same time, if I'm blowing you up too much, the energy is you're doing too much. Let's play the devil's advocate thing. You know how there's always these conversations about how men need to pursue, they need to hunt and whatnot. No, it still doesn't fly, because if you're wasting my time, I don't give a fuck what you need biologically.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
What I mean is that maybe there's just a pursuit with no intention, just for the thrill of the hunts. But have you ever... Let's talk polyamorously and lifestyle. Have you ever thought about actively just giving that energy to the woman that you're with? Won't you hunt her instead of wasting my fucking time?
And that's fact. Especially a lot of men will hunt me, but don't even hunt their own wives. And
meanwhile, you're over there wasting that lady's life, and you could be making it more exciting, but you just over here getting on my nerves. And when I say things like men only have two purposes, procreation and service, now you got an attitude. Didn't you say that you need to be needed, though? Isn't that supposed to be in service to me? What are we talking about here? So how long do you let shit like that go on? What gets you out of it when you realize that someone is moving with no intention, but you like him? You like him, you like the sex, you like the exchanges, the conversation is good. By all accounts, he's actually quite attractive.
I've definitely been dealing with a man that's dealing with like no intent. Like there's no point of us talking anymore other than outside of parties or... Honestly, that's it.
And you've known him a long time, though, right?
Yeah, I've known him for years, and I've seen everything blossom with him and his new relationship. And what made me realize that I need to move the fuck away was just like, you are not the person I thought you were when we first met. I've known you for years. So the
initial version is still attractive.
It's like, in my head, I'm still thinking of you as this person I met, who you were 5-10 years ago. And then now life has happened. My mind version of you has not updated to who you are in reality. So you're telling me these lies or these whatever you want to call them.
Anything to keep you engaged.
Yeah.
Because he really may not even actually be lying. He just needs to say whatever he needs to say to keep you engaged.
But I'm still viewing it as, oh, this guy was so great. Girl, that was 10 years ago. That was 5 years ago. You're not even the same person you were 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And you comment on all his other bullshit, and it's like you can't see this part of it, girl?
Yeah.
So it's just really like noticing that the lame in them. And then like having
talks about that. Once you see the lame, you can't unsee it in a man.
You can't.
Once you see the lame in him, you cannot unsee it.
And
it's
then
so
what
difficult.
sucks for it, especially when the lifestyle, is when they're actively pursuing you and you see them not pursuing their own girl. And it's like, how can I expect you to respect me? You can't even respect her.
And you know, the funny thing is that when she makes whatever moves that she needs to make. And again, you know, for our listeners, we're definitely talking more of a lifestyle space where there is this free, open element of exchange and people agree to it when they're in the spaces, okay?
Yes.
So there's not inherently
homewrecker
lying.
vibes.
There's no homewrecker vibes in that. Yeah. If we were talking about only vanilla spaces, that's different. And we'll have those conversations because I told you a few weeks back in March, I was at a bar that I hadn't been to in forever. And even though I ran into some LS people there, being in that space was just like, wait a minute, hold on. This is not lifestyle.
Yeah,
this is very vanilla. So I almost don't know how to function.
It takes you back.
So it's just this concept of I watch you be in service to this woman, stopping everything dead in its tracks. Oh, I have obligations. Or you suddenly stop texting at a certain time, not even if it's late. Or you manage how long you're standing around me having conversation when we're in social spaces together. Neither of us should have to think that hard about it. Literally. Because what that girl say in that video? That's not your nigga. That's not your nigga.
That's not your nigga. That's not your nigga. That's not your nigga. That's not. Oh, that's my jam.
The number of them that remind me of that, and I'm so happy I don't have to deal with that with them specifically.
And that's why I love lifestyle spaces, because I can want you for the moment, and then it's like people stay with kids. I can cut it on the kid and go back with your parents.
And that's how I feel about pets.
I can fuck on you and then go back to your wife.
That's how I feel about pets, honestly. Because your cat, like, well, I'm allergic, so I'm not petting her anyway. But like, your cat is very chill, and she'll even like look at me and almost look like she's smiling. But at the same time, when I leave, I'm like, I'm glad Leah has a happy, healthy home.
No, she ain't. She out there judging other cats.
Well, that's what cats do.
She out there.
Literally, if you're a feline owner, they do
looking
whatever.
on the balcony down at the strays.
Right. So I feel like the empowerment in it, I'm start talking about pets. The empowerment in realizing what it is you're putting up with comes from realizing that you are really still stuck on or enamored by the original version. And I think we've all been guilty of that. I've definitely been guilty of that before. That is for sure. And I'm definitely guilty of the fantasy I created in my mind. And
that too.
Because I just had that literally yesterday, realizing that an individual that I've built this fantasy up. And as I'm sitting there looking at him, I was just like, misandry intensifies. Like I could just feel it rising up in me because I'm just like, he is gonna piss me off.
Well, you
and I'm gonna have to cuss him smooth.
Out that I had with our old friend.
Yeah.
Like the instant you told me all these things, and within 4 weeks you just shit on everything.
Just shit on everything.
And it's like you could have just and the way I would have worked with you because. Yeah.
In this particular case, I think what you're also talking about is the way in which, what did you just say? The way I can work with you on this. But when someone is doing everything that they can to get what they want and they realize what they want is not happening, now we're doing anything to save our own ass.
Yeah.
And especially if there is a woman involved, especially if they are ethically non-monogamous, if they are even poly, if you're doing things to save your own ass so a woman is not cussing you out, first things first, we know who's actually in charge there. And everybody knows this. And I think it's across the board. Like we obviously are running things. So this concept of leadership, that's why there's so many men that don't understand that you have to approach it differently. Because the reality is that the concept of leadership in a relationship actually involves you doing what a lot of your dads and grandfathers did, which is saying, yes, honey, yes, dear. And but the difference is don't ask for shit like a honey-do list. I'm not writing no fucking lists. That is labor. You are adding labor to what I'm already doing. Don't be a labor digger. Be an adult who walks in the house and be like, oh, this is wild.
I see a sink full of dishes. Let me do something about that.
The kids done left a whole damn trail of their school clothes leading to toys, leading to the first outfit they put on at home if you're one of my kids. And now you find them in their pajamas. Be somebody that walks in and be like, when you're a man and you walk in the door and you don't smell dinner cooking, instead of letting yourself grow bitter or even picking a fight with that woman like what's going on for dinner, how about you dig in that fridge, because you ain't doing the grocery shopping anyway, homie. You know you're not. If you are a chef or a cook, this conversation is not for you. Okay? If you are a single dad, this conversation is not for you. But by and large, most men settle comfortably into long-term relationships and marriages. And
the woman's doing
when you walk in the door, it doesn't matter if she's been at work for 14 hours herself and dealing with kids from the second she got off work. You're still wondering where's dinner. But how about put a little trust in your partner and know that she be hitting that grocery list something serious so you can get in that fridge and that freezer and find something quick, even if it's nuggets and fries. Nuggets and fries to get the kids. Nah, I know your ass will tear it down, baby. Nuggets and fries will get the kids. It's
simple, quick for everyone to eat.
It'll get the kids together. And then if you're in a timely manner, now you have time to do things like maybe thaw out a couple fillets of salmon real quick. I almost said salmon. Good God. Thaw out a couple of fillets of salmon real quick. Maybe, is there already chicken that is, no, it's not pronounced.
Continue.
Ooh, we finna fight in the parking lot, I promise. Just if there's already some chicken out, because there's a really good chance that she remembered to take out the meat. However, it may not be cooked yet. You know how to cook some chicken, and if you don't, come here, come close, men. Come here. Those that don't cook, come here. I'm gonna tell you something. Fucking Google it.
My thing is, so many men think we're gold diggers. Dig into those pockets and order dinner.
The way I'm an order dinner girly, I swear.
You swear we're all gold diggers.
Oh.
Then spend the gold that you think we're after.
Spend the gold you think I'm digging, brother. Please
spend that.
Please spend that money.
We can cook the nuggets and fries for the kids. Send me some sushi.
There it is. Some sushi. Chinese food. Ooh, Norma's. I don't. Everybody that's listening may not know Norma's, but I love a good greasy spoon. Oh
yeah.
And send for that chicken fried chicken. Ooh, their gravy is amazing. Actually, the only time you should do that is if you plan on going to sleep too, because I'm definitely going to sleep after that. If you want to, you ain't getting shit because I got the itis and I'm going to bed. If you want to get you some because you handled dinner while I was doing all this extra and now they ate and they done gone to bed, the sushi is on time. A really cute little salad place is right on time.
Anything seafood, seafood salad.
It's gonna be nice and light. The seafood salad, absolutely. I love a Caesar salad with literally anything. Chicken, shrimp, salmon.
Facts.
Doesn't matter.
It's so easy.
Only thing it doesn't work with is beef. Although somebody gonna be like, no, I've had it with beef before, and I'm gonna be like,
of course you have.
I don't know about all that. So it is, I think what we're getting at here is the forethought. We're getting at thinking about the situation that you're in. And yes, we may clown on people doing their little cooking videos and whatnot. Well, I should say men doing their cooking videos. But the thing about it is that if you're just getting in there and doing the thing, that actually means something. Now, you being corny as fuck in your cooking video, I'm gonna clown. But on the back end, I'm just like, that is so dope that he's diving in and doing it. Because guess what you gotta do if you're an adult and you're single and you live alone anyway? Feed yourself. Do your laundry. Clean your kitchen. Tidy your bedroom. Like there's so many things that are just adulting things. And I think because there are many men who were raised by men from a certain generation, okay? So when you have your father or your grandfather who's a boomer or a little older than that, walking in the door expecting a meal to be prepared, not really quite grasping the fact that it's 2026 and she worked all day too. She's not a stay-at-home mom like your grandmother or your great-grandmother or your aunt was.
Who probably really wasn't a stay-at-home mom because she was doing everything else in the household.
Literally
except
everything.
Making the money.
And the thing about it is that she might have still been making money because if you actually go back post-slavery, you're talking about our ancestors who were washerwomen. Being, God, what's the word I'm looking for? Sharecroppers during the sharecropper generation, the Sinners generation.
I'm thinking the Maid movie.
Yeah.
That whole movie, that's what I'm thinking of.
I'm thinking about Sinners where, they went to pick up old dude to make that good money and his wife is out there with him in the cotton field. She's like, you better go get that money because it's better than this money. They're still picking cotton. They're just not beholden to being beaten as a part of, they're not slaves anymore. There's still a certain element of slavery in it, which is where I think we are now. There are so many modern men that don't understand that what it is that you want for me to do still feels a little bit like slavery. If I've been at my job all day and don't let it be a job I really love, and now I've been at work all day being validated without even trying. I have been hailed as a leader. I'm a natural born leader. I am successful. I've run meetings all day. And to come home, get these kids, come home, and I'm the first line of defense when it's after work hours, and you walk in and the only thing you want to know is why you don't have any clean underwear and why is there no dinner cooking, I will literally hit you with my car. Please stop. With your kids' car seats in the back. You better not don't let me catch your ass slipping. And it's stuff like that. Now it feels like labor digging. It feels like modern day slavery as opposed to my partner coming in and jumping in and wherever
picking up where
I'm
slacking.
That's all you got to literally, because I know what I'm doing. Like so many men don't understand. I know that there's somewhere that I'm slacking, but I can only be in a certain amount of places at once. So what's more important? I'm thinking to myself, these boys are stinky. Everybody got to eat. And these boys for sure are stinky. So we need food and we need bath. But also, there is some permission slip I need to sign for the environmental center, which is actually a real thing right now. There's 2 permission slips waiting for me at home for the twins. That's a real thing right now. There is your child who you know is behind on some stuff, and you need to sit down with them and dig in Google Classroom. There is that laundry that didn't get done. There is messes from the morning when you ran out the door that still needs to be handled, even as you're trying to get to the next meal. Like, partnership. It's a 3-syllable word. And there's so many people that act like it doesn't exist.
Without kids, is if you know I'm working all day and coming home and doing the school, jumping right into my computer, doing schoolwork, or maybe it's not even nothing that serious. Maybe I'm just getting into a hobby. Maybe I'm going to the gym. Maybe I'm doing taking care of my own
Didn't you
self.
say you was hitting the gym today? All right.
Like, why can't you still pick up that slack?
Right.
You're right. I did not.
Aren't you supposed to be doing more rugs? You just told me 2 days ago that there's another rug that you want to make because you want to get into like the more like kinky imagery with the rugs. Like, aren't you supposed to be going for that? It's very relaxing for you. I've noticed that.
How's your studying going? What plant did you garden this week? Like,
how many more modules? Or let's get to that. Because you're somebody that collects plants. For me, as you can already see, I don't exactly have a green thumb. I got to get better at that. But you've bought so many plants. Imagine being your partner, whether y'all live together or he's got a key or the code to your place, and peeks outside when he's in the kitchen. Damn, them plants look dry. Let me just go on and water them. Imagine paying so much attention to you that he knows that 2 of them are succulents and they don't need no water yet, but these other ones need some water. You're absolutely right. We can take children out the equation. Imagine coming in the door.
Things.
Why is it so hot in here? And you look at it, the thermostat is all jacked up. Let me log into this thing and put in a work order for her because he knows that your portal.
Or you see that I have a cat and you just walk in and like, oh, let me feed this girl.
Ain't no food in the damn cat bowl. She must have been gone all day long. Like,
just anything.
It is. And the thing about it is before any men get started, literally all of that is in reverse. You live with him, y'all live together. He's a plant daddy, and some of these plants is looking a little dry. Even better, plants have a vibrational effect in a home space.
Definitely do.
It feels weird in here tonight. I feel like when he gets home, he's not going to be happy with this. So let me water these couple of plants real quick. And even if dinner's not all the way ready,
let me come over in here, walk the dog
and walk the dog real quick. When you are being an effective partner, you actually are very much in service to people. Yeah. You're in service to each other. Okay?
But it's the willingness.
It's the willingness and the want to. And the thing about it is where I get hung up with men is that they don't understand the ways in which, even without children, women are still expected, especially black women. We are expected to be in service to so many people, even with no children in play. So when we are together, yes, I expect you to lean in and be of service to me. You're not the only one that was on your feet all day. You're not the only one that has been sweating in your environment all day. You're not the only one that's been had people judging you and making stereotypical assumptions because you're black. But guess what? In terms of women to men, we are
a little bit worse.
It needs to be a little bit worse because guess what? Most men are not asked to bring motherly energy to the table when they're at work. They're not asked to be problem solvers and get no credit when they're at work. In fact, because they're men, frequently what happens is yeah, okay, let's say that your boss who's a white man puts this thing on you and you're like, well, what that got to do with me? But he does it anyway. Mm-hmm. He's actually more likely to get affirmation and validation based on his efforts than a woman would in the same situation.
When it comes to black women, we have to take the burdens of everybody. And it's like, yes, it comes from white women, white men, black men, and black men be like, well, we get it from white people too. Yes, but then I have to come in and take it from you too, because you're my man.
Yeah.
Or you're my whatever counterpart, whatever.
Yes.
So it's like I have to take it from you too.
Yeah.
And it's like, who am I supposed to give it to?
Exactly. I can't give it to nobody because if we have children, they don't deserve that negative energy. If we have just pets and plants, they don't deserve that negative energy, especially since they can't even speak up for themselves. I'm not throwing it on my family members. I'm definitely not giving it to my besties. They the bitches that's holding me up.
Deadass.
So where am I supposed to put that except internally? And now when you come in, leaning up against me, hugging up against me, rubbing on me, and you're trying to do all that extra, man, you know what? I was actually in the mood until I realized that you might not be a safe place for me to vent, for me to share about the challenges of my day. If I don't really have those types of challenges, okay. If I didn't have a shitty day. But guess what? You can always vent to me when you've had a shitty day.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally have to, we literally have to pick and choose and see what their attitude is going to be like.
Yeah.
We have to see what their mood is.
We have to bite our tongue a lot of times because we know, oh, he's having a bad day, so I can put my problems on him.
Because the conventional wisdom is be his peace. Girl, he is lucky, and see, to be pick me's is saying that. That's going back to last episode.
Terrorize
pick me and terrorize them
back. No.
Be his peace. He's lucky I haven't stabbed him in his leg with this knife that I'm cutting his food up with. Okay?
Where's my peace?
Where is
How am I supposed to do my
peace?
peace if he's not helping me? How can I be his peace if he can't water my plants for me?
And the thing about it is it's the same energy as him getting home first. If y'all got kids together, him getting home first. And when you walk in the door, everybody, including him, is asking what's for dinner.
I can definitely see that. I can definitely.
And I've been through it. That's why I'm feeling a little triggered. Because you've been here an hour and our children still haven't.
Do we not know what cereal is?
And so then when I say, I know, honestly, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and cereal, that's not dinner, but it will tide my children over until I get home since you insist on not cooking. And then don't let you be dealing with a man that's an actual chef and got the nerve to look at you and say, well, am I ever going to be able to get back in the kitchen? I don't know. Are you?
You can get there right now. Actually.
First of all, I learned how to cook better from you. And let me say that again. I learned how to cook better from my ex-husband. I cook the way I cook now because there are tips and tricks and techniques that he actually taught me. I hate people in the kitchen.
You're not being a kid.
I literally hate it.
How you a chef? You're not making kids? Never mind. You're not making food for your
I literally hate people in the kitchen with me, girl. The only person that never annoyed me in the kitchen was him because I was learning something. And there's a lot of men that I think, like y'all say you need to be needed. Okay. But you're worried about the wrong thing. You're worried about trash being taken out. You're worried about my car being washed on a Saturday. But all you gonna do is take it to the same drive-through car wash I'm gonna take it to. You're well, who gonna do your lawn? Who gonna change your brakes? Motherfucker, somebody that I hire to do it.
I don't know.
And
somebody.
probably some man. Because there's so few women that work in those fields. Like that labor is easy to pay for. You guys want us to rely on you for labor that we can pay for, and you insist on labor from us that you should be able to do. Because you're an adult.
Well, it's like the same argument they say, oh, what can you do for us? Wash our dishes? No, that actually wasn't even on the menu for me to do.
Yeah,
I wanted to support you and love you and help you grow. But if you want me to wash your dishes for you, are you still paying me?
Exactly.
I want to wash your...
Run it up. Because
like,
I can love you and support you for free. But if you're hunting for the labor, then...
Sure, I can do that too. But you gonna pay me.
Pay me. Fuck you, pay me. Literally.
So,
and I actually would more often. I'm doing it willingly anyway, but I would fuck you more often if you're paying me for this labor.
Do you want to maybe want a partner? Pick like pick one. I can't be both. Sorry.
And let's not even get into the concept of the ones that really actually want more mothering because they did not have that mothering. And the thing about it is that's valid, but your therapist is the person to deal with that, not your partner, gentlemen. Right, where's the... Exactly. We need the animation. We need to start adding that in. So it very much is like when you're moving with intention, the intention of really being with me, the intention of partnering effectively with me, the intention of making our lives together exciting and purposeful, but also productive and effective. To me, that's real leadership. Being a man that says, let's take it back to the lifestyle space. Being a man that is just like, I really miss the old times. I miss the old days, but I know we can't go back to that. Now that's a conversation we can have. Not know if I left her, would you come back to me? And I'm sorry. Because there's men that will say that.
There is.
And the thing about it is that actually makes me less angry and more sad. Because where are you that you would even say that to a woman that you actually don't even have to do a lot to convince if the destination is the sex. Like, that's easy.
You can just say that. Like,
how about the destination be that you're respecting me and your partner and your damn self?
Because, like you said, it could be like, I missed the old times, but what can we have from here on?
Right,
out?
But exactly.
What can we build on from now? Like, just so many other options than to, what would you do if I leave her? Watch you on the homeless street? Like, what do you mean? Watch you on Skid Row?
Exactly. Are you going to check in? You're going to check in from the homeless shelter, because what you're not doing is coming over here. You can come see me, but you can't. It's the mentality of a homosexual, is what I'm telling you. But that's a whole other. I don't know if we got enough time for this.
We definitely don't.
So, what I will say is this: is that the pleasure and the wellness in this subject is the things you do for yourself, the hard lines that you draw, even when you literally cry about it. Because I think there's a lot of men that underestimate the way in which we actually will make really hard decisions, but be like, ugh, I really miss him. Yeah. And you may miss a variety of things about him. It doesn't have to just be the dick. Because I think we've already established that dick is easy to find. It's the last thing on the list.
It's kind of the last thing you miss when it comes to a guy.
The last thing.
It's
Yep.
Usually just the company, the conversations, the little text throughout the day, just the little things.
Send me a reel of some freaky shit. Send me a reel of some funny pop culture shit.
That's what I love.
Send me a reel that it makes a South Park or a Family Guy or a Simpsons reference. I'm a theater geek, so send me a reel that makes a theater reference. We're both educators in some capacity. Send me a reel that, pokes fun at teachers. Do you know every LS party I go to, almost every LS party, for a while it was frequent, but it's not so much anymore. It's always, would teachers be the freakiest ones? First of all, mind your business. Second of all, how exactly do you know that? How exactly do you know that? And what you talking about? What you trying to get into?
For me, it's whenever I say I'm a behavioral therapist, which I don't think half of them know what it really means.
Child.
They just hear the word therapist, like, oh, well, can you heal me? I actually could, but you don't really want that.
I could, because I'm walking around with a fucking portal of life and a universe inside my body. So yes,
I could heal you.
I can absolutely heal you, friend. So what I really just want to encourage all of our listeners to do is, if you're in a situation where somebody is not moving with intention, do what I'm doing, which is working on getting out of that people-pleasing thing. Because for me, it's always like, I'm so afraid he's not going to like me anymore. Nah, say what needs to be said. Say what needs to be said. And draw the hard lines. And don't get me wrong, that does not mean you're going to get what you were afraid to lose. In fact, it may mean that he's turned off entirely. Or he simply gets the message. Because you got to love a man that takes...
Surprisingly, my guy to get the message, which was like, oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. Was definitely expecting to blockity block, which you know is my favorite thing to do.
Exactly.
But now, okay.
Or you'll block for 2 weeks and unblock and be like, so what's up? How you been?
Right. I know.
Like, what?
How dare you notice that I wasn't here?
Exactly. So I think that...
And then you have to realize, is the person that you're still in love with, is that even who he is anymore? Or are you going off of phantom dreams?
Yeah,
which is
going off of phantom dreams, going off of a non-reality, a fantasy you've built up in your head of what could possibly be. Because that's definitely my problem, is not being in love with the version being in love with the version I initially met was the issue in terms of my marriage. But in terms of men I'm meeting now, it's really about that fantasy that gets built up. And what you realize is that nobody, man or woman, nobody is that fantasy. Because I don't fantasize with somebody about not having any flaws, not being challenging to deal with, not having trauma, not having any baggage. What I fantasize about is the way in which they will handle me. Well, you can't have a yearner absolutely dying to be with you if inside he's still hurt, he's still angry, he is still judgmental. Yeah. Girl. He's still judgmental, because imagine dealing with somebody that is super judgmental of your lifestyle, but you still got a crush anyway. Like, baby, that bubble
and then
is
he's actively still What do you want?
Okay, what you want? What you want?
Tell me what you want.
What you really want? Okay, the Spice Girl said it best. So it really has to be about getting out of that people pleasing. You have to be unafraid. I'm not afraid to be alone by any means, because the way in which being by myself sometimes on the weekends is the preference. Like on a Friday night, I can't wait for my kids to go to bed early as hell. And then me lay in the bed, catching up on Law and Order, watching Drag Race, whatever. You know, I'm finna get into The Pit on HBO Max because my mom and my brother been talking about it. Like, sometimes on a Friday night, that's my favorite thing.
I get so productive on a Friday night by myself.
Yes.
I hit every goal on my list that's been thinking I was gonna do Monday through Thursday.
Yes.
That Friday night, if I don't go out, I'm getting it all done.
And sometimes Friday nights are for that, and Saturday nights are for going out. But then sometimes you go out on a Saturday night, you have this amazing, empowering experience, only go to a bar and have somebody sitting there just hovering. Anyway, speaking of Friday nights, friends, something added to this weekend's agenda. We're going to be at Queen's Naked Under the Stars. There's no promises on how naked we will or won't be. What I'm saying is that once we get there, once we get settled, early in the evening, friends, we're going to go live and we're just going to be 20 questioning it. We're going to be playing 20 questions with folks. Everybody. Is what we're going to be doing, okay? So, some of the stuff might be slightly deep. It's not going to be as deep as we get into now, but we're going to be asking, it's going to be Black culture trivia. It's going to be ratchet questions. It's going to be questions that have a little hint, wink, wink. And then there's going to be some questions that gets directly to your dick. Let's have a conversation about it. Shall we?
Are we going to interview girls too?
Huh?
Are we going to interview the females?
Oh, no, absolutely. I just like to say dick. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Dick. Get
it out.
Get it out of my head. Okay. Plus, it's been like over a month since I've really been to an event like this one. It's been quite a while because for me, my kids' birthdays in February and March. And then just as a theater educator, it's a busy time of year with competition season. And so I am very excited to get out this weekend. We're going to be at Resiliently Queenin's birthday thing. Saturday, we are going to Jasmine Seacrest's brunch at 311 Kitchen and Cocktails. Saturday night, it's Sins After Dark, Tattoos and Taboos. And I can't wait to
I still don't know what I want to get though. I think I'm going to get a planet. Maybe like a star. Anything
involving the universe is appropriate. As outer, so within. So, we were going to have the Bitchuation Room, but we're going to be brief and we're going to try to give you guys an idea. So we've been talking about ways of dealing with someone, releasing someone, or setting up boundaries when they're not moving with intention, why we stay in those spaces as women. But also we've been talking about the ways in which if a man is not his best healed self, if he's not vibrating high, how the hell can we vibrate high with him, right? The Bitchuation Room is the dead ass opposite of that, y'all. It's pure misandry. So, fuck them. What did Bernie Mac say? Up against the wall with handcuffs. And you know what? House Party 3. I know y'all know.
We don't care about your trauma. We don't care about your baby mama issues.
No, definitely don't care about your baby mama issues.
Fuck. Y'all.
So the Bitchuation Room topic has to do with terrorizing them back. Or, bitch, don't kill my vibe, is the general way. So, tell me how you have terrorized a man back recently.
So, this man hit me up and was like, hey, Coko, how are you? And I was like, who is this? Did not remember the number. Didn't have any references. It was just a blank message. He was like, he sent me a dick picture. And I was like, who is this? He was like, you say you're going to remember this dick. Clearly I don't. Send me more information. He was like, ow, that hurts. He told me his name, everything but a face picture. Sir, I don't know who you are. Soon he sent the face. Oh. No response. There's a reason I don't remember who you are.
There's a reason I don't remember you. And I saw that picture and he should be ashamed of himself.
Mind you,
sending it in
me
that
and
condition.
him didn't even fuck. Like, sir, you got the wrong girl.
Wait. Let me shift back. So what you're saying is he told you said you were gonna remember this dick, but y'all never actually.
Because remember, I ran it back. I was like, who is this man? Who is this man? And then I saw the picture and I had to think about it. Oh, he's the guy we went on that date to downtown Dallas, walked towards the bar, and this man went to have like real drugs in his pocket and sell them to somebody.
Wait, so we've got real drugs and we hustling? That's not the move, friend.
Like,
even if you are a hustler, let me just pause. Even if you are hustling, you're supposed to pause while you're on the date. I don't give a damn who you trying to serve. You need to pause on the date. Time out.
The struggles of dating in Dallas. Ting.
The struggles of dating niggas. That is...
Because this one was a while ago. I was
still in that space.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
This was definitely like last year sometime. Yes. Hood niggas change was this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, you said you remember. Clearly I don't. So he was like, "Oh, my feelings are hurt."
Okay.
Then you should stop texting me. So I stopped hurting them. Because I don't know what to tell you here. Then he can't hit me up. He was like, "You're supposed to do a rug for me. You're supposed to do this for me."
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
There's a reason I never followed through, sir. Like, leave me alone. But now the number's blocked, so.
Yeah, now the number is blocked. I'm so glad the story ends that way because fuck them. Okay? What is that?
Oh, you talking Kevin Gates?
Yeah, Kevin Gates, yes. Like, my God. And I know who this man is. That is a damn shame. That is ridiculous.
Damn.
But literally, that is the energy. I shared a reel like that recently. Like, I be trying to act like a lady, but this is how the fuck I talk when I get mad. Like, honestly.
Oh, y'all know my favorite word is fucking bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. And for me, how I've terrorized a man recently is I have actively stepped out of that being sweet so he'll still like me space and just handling that ass.
You step into your full dominant era.
Honestly. And that's why I feel like misandry intensifies. Like I feel it rising up. Because like, sir, what you're going to stop doing is making little side jokes about whether or not I have on makeup. You either like it a lot or you actually hate it. In which case, you need to leave me the fuck alone if you don't like it. And I'm going to tell you that. You can insist on putting your ego into the situation and, you know, talking about how, you know, so many people are sheep and, you know, it takes a real leader. And I'm like, well, fortunately, you're presently at the feet of a goddess, so you don't have to worry about leading any sheep because I'm doing the leading. That's how I've been terrorizing men back lately with just that one specific, because my thing is this, I'm a natural born leader, friend. If you start coming with that leadership shit, you have to lead different. You have to actually say words that sound like we're having a productive conversation. I am no longer interested in doing anything because don't get me wrong, she's cute. Ding. That's what I need. Hopefully there's a thing. I no longer am interested in maintaining desirability by diminishing myself. And I think all women should function in that direction. That's how I've been terrorizing them back lately. See, you don't say numbers, and my dumb ass will save numbers, so I remember. Maybe I should stop saving numbers.
I'll still save numbers and still just
I mean, like, who the fuck is this?
I'll have a whole thread of multiple pictures of who you are. Who?
What?
It's been, 2 months? Who? You know how many changes I've been through in the last 2 months? This is a new girl. You got to refresh your memory.
No, exactly. What I hate is the ones that, and that's something else I've been doing, dudes where I found myself falling into the trap of flirting naturally because I'm a natural flirt. Or sometimes I'm just being nice and they presume it to be flirting.
I do the same.
Okay? And you say, well, we should have been got together, but you keep changing. You got a problem. And I'm thinking about the 2 to 3 times in which I did not receive a message that was checking in to see if we're still having the date. And somebody shared that recently. Let me hold on quick.
Men's inability to plan a date is astounding.
They don't know how to do it. They really don't. And once you do know how to do it, it's weird.
Because I will tell you every single one of my interests in alphabetical order. And you will still be like, I don't know what to do.
I remember. I told you earlier. At this point,
get off my phone.
I told you earlier what pissed me off was seeing a man at Tom Thumb with just a little bouquet of flowers. Maybe it could have been for his mother. Maybe it could have been for a sick friend. Maybe it was just to brighten his daughter's day. But I am almost 100% sure that that man was taking some flowers to a woman. And I'm like, oh, so it is possible to buy some $12.99 flowers real quick from the grocery store just because you're thinking about her.
Let me tell you how easy for me. Buy me some seeds. $1.99.
Because you like that type of shit. So you buy me some seeds. I'm gonna be like, sir, you know I don't have a green thumb. Why would you do that? Now buy me a fake plant that's like dope and could go indoors. Oh. Now we're talking. If
you want to go the whole $12.99, a seeds, some small pot, and some dirt. Less than $20.
Let me tell you something. It's a few things on my feed this week that I've really noticed. Okay, number one, a woman saying, I've had fun, but I miss me so dearly. This version is not to be fucked with. That's what I really feel like I'm coming into right now.
For real.
Is leave me alone, because what you don't know is, what did I say earlier? The concept of men really only having two functions, procreation and service. Well, I'm done having kids, bro. And if you think I'm lying, then check this tubal. Okay? Check the perimenopause. I'm done having children. My youngest two are 7. We not starting over. As it is, the twins were born when my daughter was 5, and that's just the perfect gap for me.
Yep.
So I don't need any more children, because your magical penis is not going to suddenly fix all of my problems by getting me pregnant. And service being the other. Service being the other thing. And if you are not in service in some capacity, what are you here for? Because even if we're both enjoying really fun, exciting sex, you are still serving a purpose. I feel like there are ways in which men do not understand how to function, straight men. Honestly, even men who are not straight.
I was like, wait, I know some gay men that can tell some
There's
stories.
Gay men, bi men, not poly men, pan men, where somewhere in there, there's a mommy or an auntie or a cousin that is critical to their survival. There is, and for the non-Gold Star gays, the mother of whatever children they have is critical to their survival. Meanwhile, if he wasn't involved, she'd probably be a little bit miserable, but she gonna make it. Those kids are going to have everything they need. You see what I'm saying? I think that what fucks them up is they want to be needed. I'm supposed to be providing. And then when you change the word from provide to a phrase like in service, now we've got a problem. Oh, what? Does it sound like labor now, princess?
Because provide is like, there for them, it's just going to make money. And the job is over when
the money is
they made the money. But it's like, no, do something.
What do you do?
I can go to work too.
What are you passionate about? The job that you go to every day, are you just going to make money, or is this a thing that you love? And if you're just going to make money to survive, to take care of a kid, or even to take care of me, if you come home every night and there is nothing you're passionate about, you have no hobbies, like you can't even count on a lot of these dudes to just go do a pickup game anymore. And even the game, it seems like a lot of them, that runs its course. But honestly, that's not helpful. I don't want you to see you sitting on the game unless now you can make some money off of it. Go ahead and make a little money off that game.
Go for
Make
it.
a little money in little competitions or whatever. You got to go to this little competition thing this weekend. Me and the kids going to be right there. And I'm just going to be looking at this game. And I'm going to have my little shots in my purse. Do your thing, baby. Because now here's the thing I can support you in. I just feel like they're missing the point.
Well, that's entirely. Like I said earlier. Do you want a maid, or do you want, like, I don't want a sugar daddy. If I wanted one, I could have one. Trust and believe. I want a partner.
You want a partner.
I want someone to support me, help me grow. If I am slacking, you're going to build me up. If you're slacking, I'm going to help you.
Right. But the key is to not be miserable first. Here's another one. This is a group called Mature Lover Matching. I'm not in it, but you know how social media suggests stuff, because the join button is highlighted there. This man, first of all, I want you to look, not even looking at the camera, okay?
We love that.
Second of all, look at those calves. He is 100% under 5'7", okay? But that don't even really matter, because we're not going to sleep on short kings.
I don't want to know where this is going.
No. Pardon me. He says, 45, I'm so healed to the point I know there's no building with your ass.
I'm done.
You can hang around, but don't expect to be claimed. Take it or leave it.
Bye.
Apologies to the listeners. The punctuation is garbage. So I got to figure it out. Typical Monday. It's impossible to build with someone in Section 8. Fellas, you're just wasting time and money on broken ass promises. Very attentive, very outspoken. What I don't see, Allah will allow to peep anyway. I'm not done.
Oh.
When you pay attention to detail, you will always win. We're going to have a moment of silence for the way in which this man is going to die alone. That's what we're going to do.
Because if you have no faith in women, what are you posting in the group for?
Why are you in the group trying to get a mature love match?
You just said there's no point.
Because you are so immature. You're in the wrong fucking group. Your age does not matter. One more. A friend of mine, both of us know this lady, okay? Because you know we try not to call too many names. She shared something that says, ladies, when a man say he's going to take you out on a certain day and that day comes, why don't you remind us? Sometimes we be caught up in so much stuff that we forget. Y'all just let the day go by to have something to hold over our heads. If I say we going on Wednesday, remind me on Wednesday, not Friday or Saturday. And yes, it is that important, but I had other shit on my mind too.
So I wasn't that important.
I wasn't, because apparently I wasn't one of the things on your mind. And that's what I'm talking about. You don't even have to be obsessed with me for me to be on your mind for the date that you suggested. You wanted to take me out, princess. Every Google Calendar is on your phone. And then on top of that, how am I supposed to hold something over your head when I've already blocked you from needing me to be the man and the woman in the relationship? This is why I be stink meter on these niggas. Excuse my language, but like, bitch ass. I hope you got insurance, ass whooping insurance, because you about to pay a deductible. You about to pay a deductible. Ooh. You know what?
Because
may that kind of love never find me. May that kind of attention never find me. Never.
It's the way it contradicts itself. You can't.
Sorry, if you're still
be
hurt,
important if you forgot and you planned it.
I don't understand how you've been paying attention to me, but the thing that we're supposed to do, I have to remind you. Let me say this, and let me say it directly because I've done it before. I will never again in my life beg for anyone to pay attention to me. That's why it was so funny some months ago when I was giving a little attention at a certain event to somebody. He tells me he can't, I got obligations, et cetera, et cetera. Really all it is that his partner is the one that's wearing the pants. And so he got to run around behind her. Mm-hmm. It's less of a partnership and more of a follow the leader. But I'm not even mad at her about it, mainly because that's how he's built, clearly. Okay? But then after the fact...
Sorry.
It's okay. I was agreeing. But after the fact, all of a sudden, I got my feelings hurt. Sir, I don't currently have feelings for the person I had children by.
You're the last person I care about. Trust and believe.
It could have all been so simple. We could have just kept having some really great conversation and some great sex. And then he ruined it by showing me more of his actual personality.
Putting his ego in it. Don't ever put your ego in it.
You can't put your ego into it.
You are not that important.
You're not.
That's when I don't want you.
Because when somebody declines, I just think to myself, oh, okay. There's a million reasons people can decline when you are at a lifestyle party, when you're dating, even vanilla. There's a million reasons somebody can decline. Okay, cool. And no, you don't say, oh, well, you're lost. Nope, that's ego. You just be like, it's all right.
Keep it moving.
It's called being self-assured. It's called walking in confidence.
I'm like, I can't be the problem. Your dick must not work today. Okay.
You know what? Okay, stop. On that note,
sorry,
I think we're done here.
I'm never the problem. You cannot not
never the fucking problem, okay? So thank you guys for listening today. Just a reminder, my lovelies, you are so worth it. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're doing to please yourself and heal yourself, you are so worth it. I don't like to sound too much like some sort of like, fix your life, like life coach, guru or anything. But the only thing I know for sure is that if you're doing what you need to do to make yourself feel whole and get back to who you are, whether you're married or not, whether you have kids or not. As a woman walking in the world, there's so many ridiculous expectations on us. Honey, fuck them. Do what pleases you, because guess what? When you are
smart,
happy,
you are
smart, you is kind, and you is important. And more importantly, you are absolutely worth it, because guess what? Even the places you do want to feed into, it cannot be said enough. If you are not working to please yourself and make sure your own wellness is intact, then you are going to be subpar for them and be subpar for yourself.
What does Ruth say?
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen. Thank you guys for listening.
That's a man saying that.
And that's a man, the whole man.
That's a man.
A whole drag queen, honey. Thank y'all for listening. We love you guys so much. Like and subscribe.
Boo-doo.